Okay. Should high school students have cell phone in class? OxfordLearning.com said students check their phone more than 11 times a day, which makes their phone a distraction, which causes stress and frustration when they have to play catch up in a class when they miss important things that the teacher says, causing them not to understand their homework and fall behind in class. It is easier to stay up in a class than trying to play catch up. It also causes a distraction when the teacher has to tell the students to put their phone away or make a big scene when they have to tell them to bring their phone up to them or take it to the office. 22% of students say that they are on their phones every few minutes, and 51% check their phones a few times in every hour. Cheating is also a problem that phones are causing. According to Pew Research Center study, 35% of teens admit that they've used their phones to cheat on homework or a test. At the same school, 67% said they have seen others use their phones to cheat. Most of the time, students share their homework by sending them it on Snapchat or over text. Sometimes students use apps to help them with their homework. Today, it's just not high school that has a problem. In middle school, it's up in 4th and 5th grade. 53% of the kids have a smartphone. In 2015, a survey was done by the National Center for Education Statistics, found that 66% of schools prohibit cell phones, which is down from 2019. That was at 90% of schools. A school in New York has students pay $1 to store their phone in a special truck that is parked near the school. But in 2015, the mayor had the ban lifted, saying it would help parents stay in touch with their children. In Mansfield City, Ohio, they have a tighter policy, making students turn off their phone and putting it out of sight, unless the teacher says otherwise. A principal in Connecticut says, "I don't think they are mandatory. They have the maturity level to control it." Since the school placed a stricter ban, the students reported getting more work done, and the students at lunch talked to each other more. Some schools have a policy where they just have to turn the phone in during quizzes and tests. Ontario, a school can use their phone for educational or emergency reasons. It's not just a distraction that causes a problem. Mental health is a concern. Today, everyone is on social media, and that's how everyone stays up to date with their friends. It is found that large amounts of screen time can cause anxiety, depression, and make kids feel loneliness. If you are always having to be connected, you're always going to feel like you're always going to have anxiety when you're on it. Like if you're missing out on something, or maybe your friends are out and you're not with them. Most people have an emotional response that floods through their body when they hear their phone go off. Dr. Nancy Cleaver demonstrates an experience on 2 teenage girls. Cleaver sends a text message and calls their phone numbers. Cleaver measures their stress levels with both girls. Both girls had 4 times higher than an adult that had the same test. Besides fear of missing out, kids have a need for touch. If they don't have it in their hand, they start to feel separated from it. Today, students feel more confident if they have the newest phone that they think will impress the students. If they're doing something fun or cool, they'll post it and try to get likes. Today, they don't like to talk on their phones. They would rather text or Snapchat. When they go out, they're always texting each other instead of having simple social skills that teens today don't know how to use. If they aren't involved and they see it on social media, they start to feel lonely. When kids go out, they feel that they always have to post it. Kids are in school for 8 hours a day, and out of the 8 hours, on average, 3 of those hours and 35 minutes, kids would rather spend time on their phone than learning in school. 20% of the teens experience depression, and 39% are struggling with at least one mental health illness that may not lead to the use of their phones. Another reason why phones should be kept out of the classroom is because the wrong ways they are using them. A Denison High School teacher, Crystal Holt, was suspended when she used the N-word during a government class. But what happened was a misunderstanding. Students had a question on what derogatory meant, and Miss Holt explained it, and when she explained it, she used the N-word. A student took a video of Miss Holt saying the N-word and showed it to his mom and took it to the administration. Other schools have problems with kids taking pictures of students in the bathroom/locker rooms. Banning cell phones are only allowing them to use them during educational and medical reasons would eliminate distractions, mental health, and using the phones in inappropriate ways. So, should high school students have cell phones in class? No, they shouldn't.